Imagine this. You're standing in front of your closet, trying on clothes, and nothing seems to fit right around your middle. That stubborn, protruding belly just won't budge, no matter how much you diet, many crunches you do, or how many healthy meals you prepare. Busy mom and professional in her early 30s, she was meticulously tracking calories, pushing herself with intense workouts, and genuinely trying to live a healthy lifestyle. But hidden internal factors like a dangerous type of fat, Chloe felt this deeply. She'd meticulously plan her meals, skip desserts, try new trendy diets, and push harder at the gym. It's often primarily visceral fat, a dangerous type of fat that accumulates deep inside your abdominal cavity, surrounding your vital organs like your liver, pancreas, and intestines. Unlike subcutaneous fat, visceral fat is highly inflammatory and metabolically active, posing significant health risks beyond just aesthetics. It's truly the #1 hidden reason your belly won't shrink, and here's why it's so incredibly stubborn. This is a massive factor behind a protruding belly, and it's not just for those who drink alcohol excessively. We resort to even more drastic calorie cutting, or push ourselves into punishing workouts we dread. And scientifically proven strategies for your health, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification bell. You don't want to miss future revelations that will empower you to transform your body with ease and finally see lasting results. But for a body already under the physiological burden of high cortisol, hormonal imbalances, or a sluggish liver, this intense approach can actually make things worse. Extreme dieting can itself be a significant stressor, further elevating cortisol and signaling your body to hold on to fat. And if your liver is already struggling with fat accumulation from sugar, simply cutting calories without addressing the sugar load won't resolve the root cause of that internal fat. We blame our willpower and feel immense frustration when, in reality, we're not addressing the true hidden reasons our belly won't shrink. It's about working with your body's intricate internal chemistry, not futilely fighting against it, or fighting a battle on the wrong front. When your liver becomes overloaded, very often from excessive sugar consumption, particularly fructose found in processed foods and sugary drinks, it struggles to process those sugars. High-quality omega-3 fatty acids found abundantly in wild-caught salmon, sardines, and a good quality fish oil supplement are powerful anti-inflammatories. They help calm the systemic inflammation, creating a more favorable environment for fat loss. Chloe learned to prioritize daily distress rituals, even small ones. This is a non-negotiable for liver health and shrinking a potbelly. As I explained, excess sugar, especially fructose, directly burdens your liver, causing it to convert that sugar into fat and store it around itself. Chloe eliminated sugary drinks, most processed snacks, and even temporarily limited her fruit intake. The difference here is the comprehensive combination of strategies that specifically target the underlying hidden causes. The unique nature of visceral fat, hormonal imbalances, and liver health. We're not just offering general weight loss advice. This is a targeted approach for that stubborn midsection that goes beyond basic calorie counting. It addresses the root causes, not just the symptoms, making fat loss feel less like a constant battle and more like a natural outcome. Just as Chloe found her journey becoming enjoyable and remarkably effective, leading to sustainable results. And most importantly, subscribe to From Heavy to Healthy for more empowering science-backed strategies to transform your health. And let me know in the comments, what S1 strategy you'll try from this flat belly system today to start seeing results. I read every single one. I'll see you in the next video. To further support her liver, she added about 100 milligrams of milk thistle daily. But the results were profound. She experienced significantly less bloating and discomfort, visibly flatter stomach she never thought possible, more stable energy throughout her day, deeper, more restorative sleep, and a newfound confidence she hadn't felt in years. She stopped feeling like her body was fighting her and started feeling truly in control, lighter, and finally at peace with her midsection. You too can feel calmer, lighter, and empowered to live a life where a potbelly no longer dictates your body or your well-being. It's not about endless willpower. It's about understanding your body and giving it the right system to thrive. Milk thistle contains silymarin, which inhibits toxins from binding to liver cells and promotes the liver's natural detoxing function. It's the complex interplay of visceral fat, hormonal imbalances, and liver health. Embracing this flat belly system, just like Chloe in her early 30s did, you can transform your midsection, release stubborn fat, and reclaim your confidence and comfort. This could be 10 minutes of deep diaphragmatic breathing, short walk in nature, gentle yoga, or simply mindful moments throughout the day, not calories. The number one reason your belly fat won't go away, because understanding the role of cortisol and calorie balance is crucial for holistic fat loss and complements this system perfectly. Magnesium intake is also vital. Magnesium deficiency can directly upregulate your body's stress response, leading to higher cortisol levels. Chloe added a high-quality magnesium glycinate supplement to her evening routine, which significantly improved her sleep and overall calm. Chloe made sure to include fatty fish a few times a week and took a daily omega-3 supplement. When you fast, your body upregulates a specific gene called miR-133A, which preferentially targets and burns visceral fat. Chloe started incorporating consistent low-intensity steady-state cardio, like brisk walking. You'll not only see fat loss from your belly, but also significantly improved energy, more stable mood, and overall well-being, just like Chloe experienced. This isn't about burning massive calories. It's about improving your body's ability to use oxygen efficiently, which directly enhances its capacity to burn fat, especially visceral fat, during exercise. As her fitness improved, she gradually increased the duration or added inclines, eventually incorporating short bursts of higher intensity for greater VO2 max benefits. This gentle, consistent movement became her partner in fat loss, not a punishment. Your body, sensing a resource scarcity, wisely prioritizes fueling vital organs by consuming this readily available internal fat. And by incorporating ketogenic principles, even cyclically, your body becomes incredibly efficient at mobilizing fats for fuel, expediting that visceral fat metabolism. You don't have to be in strict ketosis 24/7, but learning how to utilize these metabolic states can profoundly shift your body's fat-burning capabilities. For Chloe, starting with a 14 to 16-hour fast daily and reducing refined carbs was her first step, leading to noticeable changes within weeks. Instead, it converts that excess into fat and stores it directly around itself. The solution isn't just more dieting or endless crunches. For that stubborn lower belly bulge often linked to estrogen, Chloe focused on consuming copious amounts of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy daily. These vegetables contain unique compounds, such as indole-3-carbinol and its metabolite DIM, which help your liver efficiently process and excrete excess estrogen. For some, a well-sourced DIM supplement can also be beneficial in supporting this crucial detoxification pathway. It's about implementing a targeted science-backed system to specifically address these hidden culprits: visceral fat, hormonal balance, and liver health. This is the flat belly system that completely transformed Chloe's midsection and her sense of self. This causes your liver to become enlarged and firm, literally pushing your stomach outwards, creating that distended potbelly appearance. So, while calories always matter, if your body is constantly dealing with high cortisol, estrogen imbalances, or a burdened liver, it's primed to store visceral fat, even if you're meticulously trying to diet. It's not diet that's the primary problem in these scenarios. It's these underlying hormonal and metabolic imbalances that are dictating where and how your body holds onto fat. But that stubborn gut remained, a constant reminder of her struggle. This specific fat has 4 times as many cortisol receptors as fat stored elsewhere on your body. For women, an imbalance in the delicate ratio between estrogen and androgens can trigger your body to store fat in estrogen-sensitive areas, including that stubborn belly fat and even breast tissue. If your body isn't efficiently processing or eliminating estrogen, too much of the bad types can lead to that characteristic lower abdominal pouch that can feel almost impossible to get rid of. This means when you're stressed, whether it's the daily grind, financial worries, relationship challenges, or even just feeling overwhelmed, your body preferentially directs fat storage directly to your belly. Chronically high cortisol, your primary stress hormone, constantly tells your body there's a crisis. Store energy for survival, and it funnels that energy straight to your midsection. This stress response also triggers an increase in lipoprotein lipase, a fat-storing enzyme which promotes fat storage throughout your body, but with a special focus on that deep belly fat. This is exactly why my previous video, Stress Gaining You Weight, is so crucial to watch after this one. It's not your fault you've struggled with this, because the underlying mechanisms are often invisible and misunderstood, working silently against your efforts, visible hormonal imbalances, and even the health of your liver. What if I revealed the #1 hidden reason your belly woe and shrink, and it's not diet, and gave you the science-backed blueprint to finally target and reduce that stubborn fat, balance your hormones, and reclaim a flatter, more confident belly without endless deprivation or feeling like you're fighting an uphill battle? Today I'm going to expose this surprising truth and give you the simple yet profound system that completely transformed Chloe's midsection and her entire outlook. Get ready to finally shrink your belly, feel lighter and truly amazing from the inside out. Yet that persistent pot belly was her constant companion. She felt like her body was betraying her, storing fat around her belly despite her best efforts, leaving her tired, disheartened, and questioning her willpower. You feel constantly bloated, self-conscious, and utterly defeated. You wonder if it's just your genetics or if you're doing something fundamentally wrong, feeling that deep frustration and perhaps even a sense of shame. This was Chloe's story just a few months ago. But what if I told you that Chloe, just like you, discovered the real culprits behind her stubborn potbelly weren't just calories or a lack of effort? This feeling of doing everything right, yet still having a persistent potbelly, is incredibly frustrating. The truth is, your potbelly isn't just fat in the general sense. Firstly, visceral fat has a unique relationship with stress and cortisol. Secondly, estrogen imbalance plays a significant role. And thirdly, a hidden culprit often overlooked: fatty liver. Many of us, just like Chloe, unknowingly fall into the diet trap when trying to get rid of a potbelly. If this revelation about your potbelly is already clicking for you and you're ready to unlock more simple, powerful, so how do we break free from this cycle of stubborn potbelly fat and finally get our bodies to release that dangerous visceral fat? This system works by prioritizing visceral fat burning. Using strategic approaches that specifically tell your body to tap into this dangerous fat first for energy. Balancing key hormones, actively addressing cortisol and estrogen imbalances that directly contribute to belly fat storage, supporting liver health, helping your liver efficiently process fats and detoxify, reducing the internal burden that causes belly protrusion. Studies consistently show that specifically targeting these mechanisms can lead to significant reductions in visceral fat, which is far more impactful for both your appearance and your overall health than just general weight loss. Here's how to implement this simple, science-backed flat belly system and finally reduce that stubborn potbelly just like Chloe in her early 30s did. Firstly, do embrace intermittent fasting and ketogenic principles. This was a profound game changer for Chloe. Secondly, do consume quality omega-3 south. Remember that visceral fat leaks inflammatory cytokines, contributing to widespread inflammation and making it harder to lose weight. Thirdly, do balance estrogen naturally. Fourthly, do manage cortisol levels effectively. This is absolutely critical for shrinking a potbelly that's linked to stress. Fifthly, do drastically reduce fructose and added sugar. And finally, do improve your VO2 max with smart movement. You don't need to be a marathon runner. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistently applying these strategies to create a calmer, more metabolically efficient and fat-burning environment within your body. You might be thinking, I've tried intermittent fasting before. I already walk every day, and my potbelly is still there. This flat belly system isn't a magic cure, and Chloe's transformation took consistent effort and patience. So there you have it. The #1 hidden reason your belly won't shrink is not diet. If this revelation about your potbelly resonated with you, and you're ready to tackle another common struggle, then you absolutely need to watch my previous video, Belly Fat Stuck. If this video helped you, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's frustrated by their potbelly,